Coming up tonight on our final Middle Tennessee news of the semester, multiple arsons among the Mid-State and an MTSU grant from the Library of Congress.
And a prison riot in Coffee County Jail. All those stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Xander Wilmoth.
And I'm Willie Failer. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News. The Tennessee legislature is in the process of passing a bill that would prohibit enforcement of mandates sent by the World Health Organization, United Nations, and World Economic Forum. Bill SB 0263 and HB 0318 would say that these organizations have no say in Tennessee state jurisdiction. The bill's summary explains that if this passes, the organizations cannot mandate things such as masks, vaccines, or medical testing, and such mandates have no effect on Tennessee. The bill has been passed by the Senate and will be discussed in the House today.
New considerations for Jillian's Law are making their way through the court system. The state of Tennessee is working to expand the number of beds provided to accused criminals who have been deemed mentally unfit to stand trial. House Majority Leader William Lamberth hopes to double the number of beds provided. The update comes in the aftermath of Jillian's Law, passed after 18-year-old Jillian Ludwig was shot and killed by an individual who was later deemed unable to stand trial due to their mental capacity. The change to the law aims to increase the state's ability to keep these individuals off the streets and away from citizens by upping the number of available beds from 6 to 12.
A new bill moving through Tennessee's legislature could shake up the booming hemp market, threatening some businesses' survival. Anything exceeding 0.3% THC could be made illegal. This would not only put the stores that sell these items in danger, but also the manufacturers. Companies such as Cornbread Hemp say they would lose thousands of customers in Tennessee. The bill would also impact the alcohol industry, imposing new rules on how products are advertised and packaged. While some say it's all about public safety, others think it allows for too much governmental control. The bill passed the House last week and now heads for the Senate.
House Bill 1066 could potentially eliminate more than 80 blind vendors in the state. Representative Kevin Vaughn introduced the bill that would require the Tennessee Department of Human Services to assign a new manager to a department if it receives more than 3 complaints within 6 months. Blind vendors struggle to compete with multi-billion-dollar corporations, and this bill would limit vendors' ability to compete with private sectors. The chair of the Tennessee Committee of Blind Vendors, Billy Brumlow, says it allows blind people to live the American dream by affording them the opportunity to own their own businesses. This bill could cost TDHS more than $3 million in federal funding, as well as the estimated 10 state employees that will be laid off.
It's tornado season here in the Mid-South, and this year has already raised concern about the potential for more frequent outbreaks in areas all too close to home. Reporter Ren Bailey brings you the latest nudge to stay weather aware, especially in Middle Tennessee.
Severe weather, something Middle Tennessee is all too familiar with. But recently, there's been a big boom in tornadoes in the southeast. And nowhere knows it better than Cookeville, Tennessee, where an EF4 tornado claimed the lives of 19 people in 2020.
I had no idea that we would even have any issues with tornadoes at night. No idea.
Ella Jane is just one survivor of that event and says the warning came just moments before disaster struck. MTSU's Chair of Department of Geosciences, Todd Moore, says that this is because of
the cry wolf syndrome, and where people have become desensitized has led a lot of forecasters to quit issuing as many warnings because they don't want to desensitize the public. Then we've missed a couple of storms. Right, because we didn't want to issue warnings, we didn't have a confirmed tornado, and now a tornado went unwarned. That's a bad situation.
And Cookeville will not be the last of it.
So there were some of the other houses. That was, again, our house and our neighbor's house.
Stories like these in Middle Tennessee will become more common.
19 people died in Cookeville, and it could have been me.
And you just might find yourself in Ella Jane's shoes.
Because if you, for example, just simply count the number of tornadoes that happen in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska over time, they are trending downward since about the 1970s, whereas if you pan farther to the east, Alabama, Mississippi, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, numbers are drastically going up.
Towns forever marked by one weather event, destined to face another. Just a brief reminder to keep your eyes on the skies this tornado season. Ren Bailey, Middle Tennessee News.
Thanks, Ren, for that reminder of the potential for severe weather. Make sure you update your phones and maybe invest in a weather radio as the severe weather season continues.
Following tornado touchdowns in Middle Tennessee, many are struggling to recover from the damages and wondering what can be done to increase preparations. The recent tornadoes that touched down in Middle Tennessee have wreaked havoc on the Mid-State. In Lebanon, Tennessee, the tornadoes caused damage to property and livestock. While Middle Tennessee hasn't seen the worst of these storms, the continued tornadoes have severely impacted people across the state. So far this year, 10 Tennesseans have died due to severe weather, and the possibility for more severe weather to come is important to remember. It's important that you understand where your shelter is in the case of a severe storm. Ground-level rooms with no doors and windows are the best place to be in the case of a storm. If you receive a severe weather warning in your area, make sure you know where your shelter is. And now Caitlin Reeves joins us with our first look at today's weather. How's the Mid-State looking today, Caitlin?
Well, Xander, it's looking pretty good. We've gotten super lucky here in Middle Tennessee with some beautiful weather, and it looks like that is here to stay for today. In Murfreesboro, we are hitting a high of 70 with sunny skies and a UV of roughly 8, so it's a great day to go out and get some sun. In Mount Juliet and Shelbyville, we are a little cooler with a high of 69. Over in Manchester and Woodbury, the high is 68, and McMinnville has our lowest high of today at only 66. You know, I hear we have a campus carnival going on and some other amazing outside activities today, so the weather will be perfect to get out and enjoy those.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Hopefully plenty of people get out and enjoy those carnival events happening around campus today. Coming up next on Middle Tennessee News, 2 cases of arson have been solved and a look at safety improvements for football helmets. All that's coming up next on Middle Tennessee News.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera too this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning! Hey, Lightning! You can come watch us.
Oh, is that Lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
We do it. The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars, no matter what they pursue.
Hey, Cook.
We do it. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Mic check 1 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking BIG, VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it get too hard to do.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out. You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music.
I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward. The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.
A Murfreesboro man has pleaded guilty to aggravated burglary in DeKalb County. The charges stem from an incident that happened in April of last year, when the 22-year-old man set fire to a table and a bicycle in the yard of a residence in a small community northeast of Milton, Tennessee. He then broke into the home of a woman and her 4-year-old child before stealing hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise. Police arrested him on the scene, where they recovered a lighter and confirmed the use of gasoline as an accelerant. The man was sentenced to 4 years for the crime. However, the entire term has been suspended to supervised probation. He has also been charged with driving on a suspended license by Laverne Police and will be seen in court this week for those charges.
Middle Tennessee State University's Center for Historic Preservation was named a recipient of the Teaching with Primary Sources, or TPS, grant by the Library of Congress. Kira Duke, the educational specialist at the Center for Historic Preservation, says that they are honored to be trusted to expand TPS to the country's southern region. MTSU research professor Stacy Graham and CHP director Carol Van West have managed MTSU's TPS project since 2008, and they are adding 2 new assistants, Antoinette Van Helm and Alexandra Lingle McMahon, to help administer TPS subgrants. These grants will give different schools and organizations up to $25,000 to assist in external funding for educational and research purposes.
The Mount Juliet Police Department rescued 2 runaway goats yesterday. Officers were called on Tuesday afternoon after a local resident saw a pair of baby goats wandering down Curd Road. Police chased them down and managed to wrangle them after what they referred to as some serious negotiating, and both goats were returned safely to their owner.
Prison guards at Coffee County Jail had an eventful week after facing a riot. 7 inmates have been identified after starting a riot at Coffee County Jail April 14th. According to Sheriff Chad Parton, the inmates gained access to a janitor's closet located in the B wing of the prison. Sheriff Parton was notified and arrived on prison grounds at 4 p.m. Parton claims that he attempted to communicate with the inmates, however, negotiations proved unsuccessful. After the inmates refused to comply with orders from prison staff, less lethal countermeasures were employed. A successful end to the riot occurred when a fire hose was used. No injuries occurred, and the prisoners have been returned to their cells.
A Manchester man receives an arson charge for a Dollar General fire. The McVinville Fire and Police Departments responded to a fire at Dollar General located on Sparta Street around 11:30 a.m. on Friday morning. Authorities say the fire was allegedly set by Matthew Howell, a 19-year-old man who later admitted that he was responsible for the crime. After he set the fire, he allegedly ran to the parking lot of Tennessee Mental Health Consumers, where an officer found him there. There were no injuries, but employees were present within the building. Howell was taken into custody and charged with 3 counts of arson. His bond is $30,000, and he's expected to appear in court on Tuesday.
A wreck in Warren County injured 1, according to the Tennessee Highway Patrol. The THP and the Warren County Sheriff's Department reported to a 2-car crash at the intersection of Manchester Highway and Old Wells Road. The THP reported that Willie Turner pulled out of a dining parking lot where Hani Nassar collided with his car. The collision sent Turner's vehicle into the grass embankment. Nassar was injured in the collision and was cited for driving without a license.
One Rutherford County high school is making big strides in football safety, thanks to technology from the collegiate level. What began with a closer look at helmet safety has led to new gear, new methods, and a commitment that could set the standard.
At first glance, Siegel's high school football field might look like any other, but behind the scenes, the program is taking groundbreaking steps that could shape the future of player safety across Tennessee. Head coach Adam Ranshaw is leading the charge in a new era of high school football, where innovation meets tradition, and every hit is taken seriously.
We're trying to get to that point now where we have actual data and can see, maybe the ways we can prevent those types of injuries from happening.
MTSU General Manager Dana Marquez helped the Blue Raiders be the first NCAA team to digitally scan every player's head for a perfect fit. Now Siegel will be the first team in Rutherford County to follow their lead.
The best helmet out there is the one that fits, and now if I can do a 3D mapping and digital imaging, it's great.
Last year, nearly half of all high school football players around the country reported injuries, head traumas, ranking among the top 3. For both schools, this isn't just about technology, it's about protecting futures.
The average football player on any given Saturdays can hit about 75 miles an hour.
Doing what's best for kids, I think, is what every football coach has to be about.
With guidance from MTSU and a vision for safer play, Siegel is tackling the concussion crisis head on, one helmet, one player at a time. In Murfreesboro, I'm Jaden Satterfield.
To see the new additions both teams have made, look out for the Blue Raiders and the Stars to take the field in August. And now Caitlin Reeves is back with a look at tonight's forecast. Caitlin, that nighttime weather's been a bit bipolar lately here in the mid-state. How's it looking around tonight?
Well, Xander, I do remember one time where it was snowing at this point in the year, so I'm really glad we're not having that, but it is going to still be some chilly nights up ahead. Tonight in Murfreesboro, we are hitting a low of 46 degrees. So even though we were able to pull out the shorts earlier, a light jacket might not be a bad idea once the sun goes down. In Manchester, McMinnville, and Shelbyville, we are also hitting a low of 46. And in Smithville, the low is all the way down to 43. Going over to Woodbury and Mount Juliet, we are back to a low of 46. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. And still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, Caitlin's going to join us one last time with a look at our full 5-day forecast, and David Kastman is going to join us from that MTN Sports Den with a look at all Blue Raider sports. That's coming up.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera 2 this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning. Hey, Lightning, you can come watch us.
Oh, is that lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, and students come here to become stars no matter what they pursue. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Look, mic check 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it get too hard to do it.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge, and our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out! You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward. The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. Here's Caitlin with one last time with our full 5-day forecast.
Thanks, Xander. I'm super excited for the next couple of days and some of the weather that we're going to be having. It is looking to be an amazing week of weather and a great break from rain, storms, and everything else that spring brings in Middle Tennessee. Like I mentioned earlier today, it is a sunny, warm day, and it looks like that is going to stick around. Tomorrow, the temperatures are going to be very similar to what we're seeing out there today, with a high of 74 and a light breeze. This weekend, it will be warming up with a high of 82 on Friday, a high of 83 on Saturday, and Sunday with a high of 81. It is looking bright and sunny all weekend with little to no cloud coverage. The end of this week and this weekend are going to be a great opportunity to get outside, get some sun, and enjoy spring. But make sure you grab some Kleenex and be sure to be prepared to get those cars washed because the pollen count is going to be super high as far as we can see. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. And coming up next on Middle Tennessee News, David Kastman will be joining us from the MTN Sports Den with all things baseball, softball, tennis, and Blue Raider sports. Stick around.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera 2 this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning. Hey, Lightning, you can come watch us.
Oh, is that lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University, And students come here to become stars, no matter what they pursue. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Mic check, 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it gets too hard to do it.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge. And our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out! You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward. The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.
Welcome back to the MTN Sports Den. I'm David Kassman. Let's jump right into the sports action for MTSU. Let's start with a trip to Bowling Green. We've got a big series this weekend for Blue Raider baseball, as Western Kentucky will be hosting the annual 100 Miles of Hate rivalry. The Hilltoppers are leading Conference USA with a 9-3 mark in conference, while 31-6 overall, and have yet to be handed a loss at home this season. Looking at the Conference USA baseball standings, La Tech sits in second behind Western, with Dallas Baptist, Kennesaw State, and Florida International rounding out the top 5. MTSU currently sits 9th in the conference with a 3-9 league overall record, 17-20 overall. The Blue Raiders will play the first game of the series tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Heading to the softball field, the Blue Raiders will continue their homestand with a visit from conference opponent Jacksonville State. The Gamecocks come to Murfreesboro with a record of 28-17 while sitting at 5th in the CUSA standings. The Blue Raiders have continued their record-setting pace for home runs as Ainsley Blevins leads the team with 12 home runs this season. The combination of power hitting, defensive play, and pitching have powered MTSU to a 13-3 record at home. This season has been big for MTSU freshmen, as freshmen Macy Harder, Layla Amon, Lily Pendergrast, and Jana Want have all been big contributors to the team. On the tennis courts, the women's team has gone on a road trip to Lynchburg, Virginia for the conference tournament. After posting a 16-6 record this season, the Lady Raiders have earned the second seed in the Conference USA tournament. Middle Tennessee awaits the winner of the game between Jacksonville State and Sam Houston, and they will play their first match tomorrow morning. The men's tennis team is also headed to Lynchburg as they earned the first seed in Conference USA. After going 14-11 on the season, the Blue Raiders have had to make some changes to their lineup due to injury problems. Kasper Szymkowiak and Jakob Kroslak have been out for the past few weeks. The Blue Raiders are awaiting the winner of the game between Kennesaw State and New Mexico State and will be playing on Saturday. MTSU men's tennis keeps on rolling in a new era of college athletics. Reporter Jacob Burgess has more.
College athletics has drastically changed since the introduction of name, image, and likeness, allowing players to earn money, but MTSU is no stranger to the changing landscape.
Every scholarship student athlete right now is getting a portion of Alston money. But there are some that are getting the full Alston, that $5,980. And that number is not very, very big, less than 20 probably.
Though athletes get a portion of Alston money, American athletes are also able to sign NIL deals. If international students wanted to sign those same deals, then all work must be done back in the athlete's home country.
International student athletes that want to make NIL and they mentioned, as I mentioned earlier, could do that through the collective and through work that's done at home, that's a very small number. I would say that's single digits.
Head coach Jimmy Borndame and the men's tennis program, not much has changed though.
You know, money is always part of it, you know, but you know, here, you know, we're really fortunate with the position we're in, you know, with the $6 million Adams Tennis Complex, the 8.8 outdoor tennis complex that we're in.
A change could be coming though, as Borndame has 2 Americans signed for next year.
They want to use that, their name, image, and likeness to try to, brand themselves. You know, I'm able to help kind of make some connections.
But at the end of the day, if they become a really good tennis player, you know, that name, image, and likeness will come as well.
Jacob Burgess, Middle Tennessee News.
Head coach Jimmy Borndame isn't too concerned about NIL. Instead, he's focused on trying to win the school's 6th straight Conference USA title. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much, David. And if you're looking for something fun to do tonight on campus, check out the final Sunset Showcase of the semester featuring Cade Ortego and the Mood Swings. Starting at 7 tonight, make sure to bring a blanket to enjoy sitting on the Student Union lawn for the show. Hosted by MTSU Spare, free tacos and popsicles will be provided for those attending. Free tote bags and sun catchers will also be provided while supplies last, so make sure you're there in time to get some free swag.
If you're still looking for some live music near campus, make sure to head out to Hop Springs for the Party for Paws show, a night of music for cause. Doors open at 6:45 with the show at 7, with tickets being $10 at the door. Or bring a donation for a local no-kill animal shelter for entry. Headliners include Chris Jordan, Quarter Black, Kylan Aurora, and Auburn.
It's great that Murfreesboro has so much good local music, Willie. I mean, it's fantastic that they're able to bring all this money in and stuff for great causes like Paws for Paws.
Absolutely, Xander. It seems like there's always something music-related going on near MTSU.
100%. And thank you so much for joining us tonight for Middle Tennessee News. If you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website. I'm Xander Wilmoth, joined by Willie Failer, Caitlin Reeves, and David Kasman.
And make sure to follow us on all of our social media sites on Facebook/Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you so much for joining us for our final show of the semester, and we will see you again in the fall for more MTN.
Hey, it's Chris Jansen, and you're watching Middle Tennessee News.
Okay, Adam, let's get a quick mic check.
Yeah, sure. Blue Raider Extra Point is live at the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you and Dylan are gonna be on camera 2 this week, all right?
All right, got it.
Lightning! Hey, Lightning! You can come watch us.
Oh, is that lightning?
Hey, even better, why don't you come join us?
Oh, hey, Lightning, what's up?
Better yet, you can take Noah's spot.
The new host of Blue Raider Extra Point, the one, the only Lightning.
We do it. The stars come to Middle Tennessee State University. And students come here to become stars, no matter what they pursue. We're the only college of media and entertainment in the world, just outside the heart of Nashville.
Mic check 1, 2, everybody listen. When you do it like this, ain't no competition. I'm talking B.I.G., VIP. Treat them like a front row seat and make them pay attention. If I shoot for the 3, then I ain't never missing. Cranking up the degrees like I was in the kitchen. Can't lose, got too much to prove. And when you do it all, it get too hard to do.
Our curriculum and facilities are cutting edge. And our relationships with industry leaders give students an edge over the competition. Check it out. You can get real-world experience with degrees in recording industry, media arts, journalism and strategic media, and more. Media and entertainment at Middle Tennessee State University.
I help people.
I create music. I shape the future.
I am an entrepreneur.
I inspire people with more than words.
I ride forward. The sky is not my limit.
Find your blue at MTSU.
Hi, I'm Tennis Sandgren, and you're watching MTN Sports.
Oh, you all right? Say hi to Becca for me.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for the extra delivery this week.